Hello, this is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Recently, as we're all aware, an individual named Colt Gray shot up a high school, Appalachia High School near Winder, Georgia. Colt Gray's family lived in this house right here, or they still live in this house right there. And it's about 5 miles away from the high school, which is just down Highway 29 from there. Now, in the shooting, he killed 2 teachers and 2 students. The students were both 14 years old. He went into the school with a AR-15, and he shot up. Many other students were wounded. I think 9 other people were wounded, including some other teachers. But 4 individuals were killed, 2 teachers and 2 students. Now, here is some information that came out yesterday where they have arrested the father of Colt. And here is that in the press conference right now. I'll play it, and then we'll go through some new audio that's out there from his father from 2023 when they were investigating him, meaning Colt, for a threat that he made online, perhaps regarding doing another school shooting. They just weren't able to prove that he was the one that did it. But what's interesting is it obviously led back to their home IP address, so they just weren't able to prove that he did it. So what, the father put it out there? I don't really understand what's going on here, but they had this information on Colt, and they did absolutely nothing. They said, hey, well, make sure you monitor him. I mean, this guy should have been watched very carefully every single day, especially any time he left a room. The teacher should have said, okay, he's left the room, and they should have kept monitoring him. They didn't do that. It's just unbelievable to me. A lot of negligence going on here. So let's listen to this press conference where they announced the arrest of the father.
We wanted to come back and update you on the progress of the case this evening. I appreciate you being here. In coordination with the District Attorney Brad Smith, the GBI has arrested Colin Gray, age 54, in connection to the shooting here at Appalachia High School. Colin is Colt Gray's father that was arrested yesterday. He is charged with the following: 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 8 counts of cruelty to children. Mr. Gray, these charges stem from Mr. Gray knowingly allowing his son, Colt, to possess a weapon. This is a very difficult time, as we know, for students and parents, and so many I know of students and parents here in this county and around this state are afraid. You all have likely seen reports of incidents of other students making threats today at various schools around our state. In each of these incidents, police, law enforcement took charges, they made arrests, acted very swiftly, as we take incidents like this very seriously across this state. This is a time for all of us as a community and a state to come together and remain vigilant.
Yeah, so there you have it. Colin Gray, the father of Colt Gray, has been arrested and charged with multiple counts, even 4 counts of second degree, or 2 counts of second degree murder, which is, that's sort of interesting because that sort of almost shows intent. Now, it's also interesting to go back and listen to. This is new information that came out late last night, but I didn't put out this video till this morning, because if you put it out late at night, nobody watches it, and then it just fades into the oblivion of YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to play that audio for you right now.
Let me ask you this: do you have weapons in the house?
I do.
Are they accessible to him?
They are. I mean, there's nothing loaded, but they are down.
Okay.
We do a lot of shooting. We do a lot of deer hunting. He shot his first deer this year.
Yeah. Okay.
So Like, I'm pretty much in shock, to be honest with you.
Well,
I'm a little pissed off, to be even really honest with you. So I'm a little taken back by the whole thing, but I can tell you this, I take that very serious, and so does he, as a matter of fact. Like, I don't know, I don't know anything about him saying shit like that, and I'm going to be mad as hell if he did. And then all the guns will go away, and they won't be accessible to him. You know, I'm trying to be honest with you, I'm trying to teach him about firearms and safety and how to do it all and get him interested in the outdoors. Mm-hmm. Like on my phone.
Get him away from those video games.
Exactly right. That's the God honest truth. And the picture on my phone is him with blood on his cheeks from shooting his first deer. It was just the greatest day ever. Yeah, so sure. He knows
blood on his cheeks from shooting his first deer. Greatest day ever. You know, I almost wonder if that was the day that triggered him in his case. I mean, he's this kid that, you know, he obviously has some issues out there. His father says he was bullied a lot. But maybe there's something else more. Maybe he's a sociopath, and that killing of that deer made him go, oh, wow, that felt so good. Maybe I can do this to a human being. You know, I don't know, but just the way his father described it seemed a little weird to me.
Seriousness of weapons and what they can do and how to use them and not use them. So it's kind of a little bit of a shock. So in whatever y'all are telling him, please instill in him that if this is whatever or wherever this is coming from, it's no joke.
No.
Like, it's no joke.
But we wouldn't be here if it was.
No, I know. And I'm telling you right now, we talk about it quite a bit. Okay. All the school shootings, things that happen.
Yeah,
scary. Hey, are you getting picked on at school? He is. He's getting picked on at school, and is everything okay? That's why I keep going up there. Yeah. You know, because you never really know, and I don't want anything to happen to him. So, yeah. Y'all
all right. Well, if you want to grab them,
y'all talk.
Or we can go in.
It's all cool. Hang on.
Let me ask you this: do you have?
I mean, it's interesting, right? Because his father went to the school multiple times because he was bullied. So you wonder what the conversations were like at home, and if the father had a lot more to do with the reason why his son went to the school with that AR-15. And that second-degree murder charge on there, that's where it's interesting. That's not sort of somebody from afar. That means that there's direct involvement, in my opinion. There was also an interview with a chaplain from the school, and let's take a listen to that right now.
Can you describe to me kind of what you saw on these kids' faces? What kind of emotion was running through them? What their disposition was, just as you were here yesterday?
Just shock. One of the ladies that I interviewed, you know, God bless her, she was strong for giving her testimony about what took place, but she was shaking really bad. It happened in her classroom, so you know, I just want to send out prayers and blessings to that family, because you know, it could have been one of them, you know, and thank God that they're safe. And it was 4 tragics yesterday and a lot of others that are in the hospital, but she was really shaken up bad.
You were telling me, I think you had a personal connection with somebody here. Can you elaborate on that at all?
Yeah, one of the ladies that I work with, I know her personally. We were looking for her son. About an hour and a half into it, I just decided to take a photo to command post to figure out, you know, what's going on. Do you guys have him? What location? Do you know where he's at? And when I showed the picture to him, everybody just dropped and was like, you know, he's one of the confirmed.
So the woman you were trying to help, her son was one of the victims?
Yes.
Can you tell me any more about that victim and that mother and just that relationship, or how she, you know, walk us through how you were dealing with that yesterday?
It was hard because we just was talking about her kids on Tuesday this week.
Imagine that. He's going around, he's trying to help out one of the mothers find their kid, and it turns out that child is one of the victims. Oh, man.
And she was saying that the bond and the connection that she has with her children is unbreakable, that she loves her kids, that they love her. And this was just Tuesday. And when I saw her, she was here with her fiance and her mother. She was basically just saying, like, hey, I can't find him. I'm just here to pick him up. I know he's safe. He texts me he's in the restroom. Can you please help? And I was thinking, man, maybe he's still in the restroom. So I started getting with the other detectives and the lieutenants just to say, hey, how many times did we sweep? Did we know that the school is empty for sure? And when they told me yes, then that's when I kind of went to command post to figure out, did they see him?
Now, can you tell me, you found this out, this obviously horrific news. Were you the one to tell her this, or did you see them inform her of the situation?
Yes, it took a while to get her here. She was still on the outside of the field. We did send authorities out to try to gather her, but I guess she was waiting for me. When I got outside, you could just see the hurt. She still kind of wanted to have disbelief towards it, but once we were able to have her inside, sheriff and myself, as well as the other people that was with us, they went and we kind of broke the news to her.
Do you feel comfortable telling us which victim she's associated with? We understand if you're okay telling us.
Mason was his name. He was a great kid, from what I was told. He loved life. He didn't have any issues with anyone. He did have a condition. He was autistic, but that didn't stop his glow. And I think that's the message that she would like to have out there. What a great son she had.
So the last communication that Mason's mother, we think, had was the text saying, "I'm in the bathroom." Do you know if she had any other communication with him?
No, she lost communication at that point. So it was challenging for her.
Man, that's just really makes you feel terrible listening to something like that. I mean, her son actually texted her while he was in the bathroom, probably hiding from the sounds because he was scared. And this Colt whack job went in there into the bathroom and probably shot him in the bathroom. And he was never able to text his mom again. So this case is absolutely ridiculous to me. This kid should never have been allowed to bring a gun into that school, especially him, when he was somebody that was on the radar of everybody as somebody who made a threat. I think it probably led to the IP address to that house, something like that, but they were not able to figure out who sent it. Okay, now they were talking about how it had Russian writing on it, etc. Who the hell knows what's going on there? But either way, just another crazy shooting that never should have happened, and we could do better than this as a country. Don't you agree? So anyways, very heartbreaking stuff listening to this chaplain, and listen to the father's interview again and let me know what you think. To me, it seems like the father was aware of what his son might do and definitely should have done more about it. All right, so thank you all very much for watching. And as I always say, until next time, be safe out there.